Hey everybody, I'm Stryker here at KROQ in the Red Bull Sound Space. Very happy to have the guys here, you, me at 6. How are you?
Hey, we're great. Thanks for having us in.
Most of us know how big you are in the UK, but here, I mean, you're really starting to catch fire. That's got to feel good as a band 4 records in, but Josh, I'll go to you on this. What, if there's 1 or 2 things you've learned, not about the band, but about the business, what is it?
Well, you know, as you said, we're still relatively young, 24, 25, and yet we're 4 records in, almost a decade into our career. So we always wanted longevity, and I think maybe that's something that other acts sometimes overlook, is how important that is. And really, if you're a true musician, you want to be in the game for as long as you can, at the highest level you can be. So it's great for us because we get to go and smash out arenas in England, and then we come over here and it feels like exactly how it did when things were building there. It's organic, it's happening, exciting. Word of mouth, it's very exciting, and it's the same sort of level of importance to us, whether we're playing in front of 50,000 people at Reading or playing in front of 500 at the Troubadour. Like, it's still, we put on the same show with the same band wherever we go in the world.
How do you go about the business and give that effort to keep the fans happy and the band happy as well?
Although we're going to do 35 shows on this US tour, they only probably are going to come to 1 or 2. So that one night is special for them, and that's the one night that they're going to go crazy and sing their heart outs to all the songs. So you have to remember that we're entertainers, and that's what we do. Like, that's what we love to do. So that's what we enjoy doing. So.
And Josh, now not about the business, but about the music. The approach to making music, how has it changed for you specifically over the last 3 to 10 years?
It's different now because before we were sort of trying to emulate the sound and the success of our peers and the bands that we were growing up loving. But now I'd say that, 4th record in, I feel like we've really sort of found our sound and are working towards, when we're talking about the next record or records to come, we're talking about how can we make not a record that fits in that time and place of 2014, but a You Me at 6 record, a timeless record. So our ambitions have changed slightly. We don't want to make a record that's going to work in a current sphere, but more so it's just us and more, our own direction.
I'm going to go down the line of the band and just 1 or 2 things you love about this city so I can share with everyone in LA when I'm on the radio. We'll start with you.
Well, number 1's got to be the sun, hasn't it? It's got to be the weather.
Yeah.
In the UK, I think actually at the moment it's kind of hot in the UK, but most of the time, yeah, it's not great.
Okay. Dan?
Umami burger, probably.
Umami burger. At first I thought you said your mom. Umami burger. Very, very good burger joint. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I had an answer, but it seems a bit too serious now after the weather. I was just going to say, I feel like this place it's whether you be walking the streets of outside the Chinese theatre, or whether you're sort of in NRG in a massive studio working and making a record. There's always that feeling that anything is possible here, and I don't really get that feeling, that creative feeling elsewhere. I think LA, New York, London, these are places that it's where real stuff happens.
Can you guys feel the competition in this city though? Even the waitress, the host?
Everyone's trying to sell themselves.
That's right.
Everyone's always trying to look for that door to be open. But I love that because it feels like no one's ever given up on that sort of that dream they have. And
I had a cab driver the other day who was driving us to a friend's house, and he was like, "Oh, by the way, I've got this tequila business," and he's like selling me this tequila business, and that's like it's infused with like jalapenos and things like that, and I was like, "That's awesome! I'm going to get some."
Yeah, that's cool.
I just think it's sort of similar to Josh, but just the whole history of the place. Like, you really do walk around and you can tell it's where it's sort of make or break. Like, I just love the whole vibe of everything. It's great.
Got it.
I think for me, it's going to sound cheesy, but the music, I really do feel like LA's got its own kind of vibe musically, if it's coming from KROQ, from what you guys do, but coming from the history as well, the back catalogue of musicians that have recorded and made albums here, but from the musicians who have lived here and come from here, and they've made an impact in the industry.
Okay, let's talk about one more thing. Room to Breathe, the song Room to Breathe. Josh, I want to know like the inception of that song, how it first began.
It first began really with a riff that Max kept on playing over and over again, which is the opening riff of the song. And it was actually strange. Room to Breathe is one of those songs that I think we wrote maybe in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like
first song, I think.
Yeah.
Like half an hour, maybe.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're writing a song, it's like banging your head against a brick wall. Like, you just can't find that chorus, or you can't find that middle eight, or that riff doesn't work with that vocal melody or whatever. But Room to Breathe, it was like as soon as we kicked in from the opening riff throughout the song, everybody knew what they were doing, and that was kind of like a special moment for that. But yeah, it's sort of become its own little monster, especially over here. Like, we're getting a lot of love at radio, and it's doing well in the active rock charts and stuff, which is great because we've never really had that and I'm glad it was Room to Breathe, because I think it's collectively one of our favourites from the record.
Nice.
So
Excellent.
cool for that to happen.
All right, You, Me at 6, they are the band. They are now going to try to rule the United States like they do in the UK. And, you know, when you're a band, whether 1 record in or 4 records in, it is hard. Interview in the morning. You play last night at the Troubadour. Then you're going off somewhere else. So I commend you guys. Excellent job. And it's I really appreciate hanging out and having the chat with me today.
Thanks, man.
All right, we appreciate it. All right, I'm Stryker. We are here at the world-famous KROQ.